Rain, sleet, or snow, the Eagles train to go. Saquon Barkley steals the show once again, and there aren't enough superlatives to describe him, Barrett. How does best player in football sound? Now it's on to the NFC Championship game against the Commanders. But first, here is Nick Sirianni post-game in the locker room.
How about that championship defense? Defense. We talked about hitting Stafford. We hit him from the beginning all the way to the end. That was an unbelievable job. All right, it's an unbelievable job. Guys, we were able to run the football in the conditions, and we found a way. Right? All that did for me, besides put this chain on me, thank you, Chauncey, it's made me hungry as I'm so hungry. And I know you guys feel the same way. So I love you guys. All right, let's go do this. We got business to finish.
Nick Sirianni rocking CJGJ's Dream Chasers chain.
There we go.
All swagged out. Welcome into Birds Huddle, presented by Toyota, official automotive partner of the NFL, along with the Super Bowl champ Barrett Brooks. I'm Danny Pommells. Have you calmed down yet, B?
Bro, I'm going to tell you the truth. I did not sleep well last night, man. I was so hyped about how this game was, playing in the snow, running the rock, over 205 yards by my boy Saquon Barkley. This is what football is all about. That's why we play the game, for those type of moments. To have your coach say he's so hungry, I'm hungry also. Let's go. Let's go.
It had all the elements for sure in South Philly yesterday. Here are the Eagles on moving on after a big win in the snow.
It was insane. Got a smile on my face thinking about it. Like, this is what you dream about. This is why I came to Philly. I wanted to be a part of games like this, and I'm just happy to be able to be a part of it.
It was a game where there was some blows thrown on each side, and our defense showed up, and they were able to turn the ball over in crucial moments. And I think that's always a hidden secret in everything. A hidden gem is winning a turnover battle, and we were able to do that. We've been able to do that, and that's been a big reason why we've been winning a lot of games.
Hey, time for our three-point stance presented by Toyota. Stance number one, Saquon Barkley is the best player in the NFL, the fifth most rushing yards in football history in the playoffs with 205, a pair of 60-plus yard runs. The guy just keeps doing it, B.
It's unbelievable how good he is. Now, I knew he was a great player. He was the second overall pick.
Yeah.
I can remember, calling a game, a Penn State game for him at that point, and he was by far one of the best players in college football at the time. But now he's here, showing that he's even better than I even thought. I knew he had a little speed, but I didn't know he was that fast. This man is outrunning angles from safeties and cornerbacks. That's how fast he is. And his ability to get those guys going. It's not just him out there just being a running back, but how he has this team rallying behind him. 26 carries, 205 yards, unbelievable. I mean, this guy, he's the epitome of what you want as the leader of your team, as a guy that you can lean on at any point. Everybody keep talking about this passing game. What passing game? What we need a passing game for? Get a ball of 2-6. There's no question right now he has to be, if not the number one player in the NFL, as far as being the best player in the NFL. I'm trying to think of who could be different for me. Who could you put in front of him right now? I mean, we all know that the MVP,
Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson.
That's a quarterback, but no. I mean, you look at what he's doing right now, the unstoppable force. No, you can't put them in front of him. You can't put him in front of him.
The speed, the power, the balance. He has the whole package for sure. Let's get to our second stance as Jaylen Carter saved the season. Old number 98, the Eagles all-pro defensive tackle, had 2 sacks and a forced fumble, was being disruptive throughout the game. He brought down Matthew Stafford on that very important third down on the final drive to help seal the Birds' win. Here are the Eagles and what Carter brings to the table.
Jaylen Carter is a special player, and he's just done so many of the right things to continue to make himself a special player.
JC's so special, man. He's going to be one of the ones. And I ain't trying to put too much on him right now, but going against him and now being on the same side of him and talking to him on the sideline before that and look in my eye and let me know that he's going to make the play.
It was only a matter of time before he was going to kill that right guard. No disrespect to the right guard, but...
What was it like playing in the snow today?
Josh Sweat trying to do his best to show some love to the opponent. But, hey, it is what it is because Jaylen Carter is just a special player. How special is he, though, Barrett?
Bro, it's not all the stat line. And, you mostly want to talk about a guy in the stat line, how many sacks he has, how many, hurries he has, all that. his numbers are not really gauged by that, or how serious a player he is, how special a player he is. It's the stuff that he does that you don't see on the stat line. The double teams and triple teams that he brings to him. And then on those double teams and triple teams, he's actually beating them and still putting pressure on the quarterback. We're talking about the end of the game. We needed somebody to step up. So what do? They run a fake twist. And he goes down like he's going to go to the center, and he makes that center turn away, and boom, swims it, goes to the top, sacks the guy. And then we need one last play on fourth down. Fourth down, we got to make it happen. He does the same thing, and he's so quick that the center can just turn, say it for a second. He's up the field, and pressure in Matthew Stafford's face makes him throw an errant football. We win the game, and he doesn't, nobody really talks about it, but he caused that.
Yeah, and he's got the mean streak to go with it,
no
for
question.
Sure. Your third stance, Barrett, the Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl. Barrett, it's down to the Birds and Commanders in the NFC, Bills and Chiefs on the other side of the bracket, squaring off in the AFC once again. The Eagles currently the favorites to win the whole daggone thing, Barrett.
Absolutely. I mean, and I've been saying it since the beginning. If Saquon Barkley wins the rushing title, we are winning the Super Bowl. And I'll be damned if he hadn't gone out there and done just that. It's the perfect mixture of what you need to win the Super Bowl. You need a great defense. I want a Super Bowl with the same mixture. A great defense, a great running game, and we have that. And then you have a guy that goes out there and does not make turnovers. He doesn't make those type of mistakes. He may give up a sack or two, but the turnover battle, he's winning. So I'm good with that. Look at all the quarterbacks right now that are in the mix, the four teams. Yeah. They don't make turnovers, and he's one of them. So at this point, I love the fact that Jaylen is doing what he's doing. This team is winning games. Everybody's like, we need a passing game. We're not playing from behind because our defense is so good, we don't have to play from behind.
Barrett's telling you, get your tickets to New Orleans, folks. So
I'll meet you at Bourbon Street.
Time for the playbook as we head to break and look at how the fans celebrated in the snow following an epic win for the Birds. Plus, John Clark is with us in the Birds Lounge. We'll delve into the issues with the passing attack, and we look ahead to Championship Sunday against rookie Jayden Daniels and the Commanders. This is Birds Huddle, presented by Toyota, official automotive partner of the NFL. Stick around.
Go Birds!
Rain, sleet, and snow. The Eagles are trained and ready to go. Saquon Barkley is the best player in the world. MVP. Saquon Barkley, MVP. The Commanders are screwed. We're going to the Super Bowl, baby.
Hey, all we were missing was Larry Poff there talking about Jalen Hurts. He's our baby. Hey, fans fired up in the snow last night for sure. Let's settle into the Birds Lounge presented by Cure Auto Insurance. Good to have you with us as John Clark and Barrett Brooks are here getting comfortable. So, John, what did you think of what you saw yesterday with the Eagles win in the elements?
Well, I'll tell you what, they have found their formula, and they continue to use their formula. The thing that's really impressive to me, not only Saquon Barkley, what he does as the home run hitter and running the ball, the defense being the top defense in the NFL, but they're not turning the ball over. They are protecting the football. They have gotten 6 takeaways in these 2 playoff games, and they haven't turned it over at all. And the 4 teams that are going to the Final Four, no turnovers. So they have found their formula. I know everybody wants them to get better in the passing game. They might need to do that to win the Super Bowl. But if they don't turn the ball over, and that's something Jalen Hurts has done a great job of, if they don't turn it over.
Almost to a fault.
Almost
to a fault.
They can win. Barrett. They can get there.
Yeah, I'm immediately thinking about Mark Andrews. I can't help but think
about
him.
Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? You see that? But that's what it is. Yeah. The Eagles, they have a winning formula. What they're going to do, they're going to run the ball. And they're going to keep the ball out of the opposing quarterback's hand. That's what they do. I mean, and the defense plays well enough that we don't have to worry about it. We're not playing from behind. You want to pass the ball when you have to play from behind. We're not playing from behind. We're playing, and we're usually the one dominating the other team. So I love the formula. Let's just keep doing what we're doing.
Running the football, ball control, time of possession. Yeah. And let's talk about Saquon Barkley. He just continues to rewrite the franchise record book. Longest rush in playoff history, most rushing yards in playoff history. And you add in the postseason success. Is this the best season any athlete has ever had in Philadelphia sports history? I mean, it's up there for sure, John.
Yeah, and we were looking this up before the show, and you've had some incredible seasons like Mike Schmidt, one of the greatest power years ever in 1980, MVP, winning the World Series, MVP. Then you had Reggie White, in the strike-shortened season. 21 sacks in 12 games. Our producer, Mikey Moles, has a good one. Moses Malone.
Yeah.
MVP, finals MVP, fo.
Right. I mean.
But if Saquon Barkley wins the Super Bowl with the Eagles and he has the most rushing yards ever in a season, regular season and playoffs, I think I might put it
in his first year with the Birds.
I think I might put it #1 in Philadelphia sports history.
I mean, you got to. I mean, you often say, that, football is the #1 sport as far as being a team sport. Mm-hmm. So for him to be the team, and he is the team in this team sport, you got to rank him up there pretty high. 2,000 yards. He had 205 yards last week, over 100 yards the week before. He is definitely setting the tone on Philadelphia sports right now.
And the Eagles really molded their identity around running the football with him as the feature of that. And the one concern that does persist, though, is the passing game. The Eagles had just 65 net yards passing. When you subtract the yardage lost on the 7 sacks Jalen Hurts took against the Rams, how concerned are you guys about the passing game? Let's start with you, John.
It's a great question, and I think they can beat the Commanders with the formula. But I think to win a Super Bowl, I think they will have to improve the passing game. And now with Jalen Hurts playing this Sunday with a little bit of a knee issue, and you saw maybe he wasn't as mobile, we'll see if he's able to run the ball, because that's one of the things that helps Saquon Barkley. I do think you need to have him drop back real quick and let the ball go. I don't think you want him back there going through a bunch of reads, 4 or 5 seconds. That's how you had 7 sacks on Sunday. I think you need to have a quick read, get the ball out quick. I think you need to have a quick passing game and just keep it rolling.
I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm a big and firm believer in the KISS technique. The KISS technique.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Keep it simple, stupid. If it's not broke, don't fix it. I'm not worried about passing the ball when we run as good as we run. Now, we may have a time where it's going to be that we got to come from behind, but at this point, we're not coming from behind. Since we're not coming behind, why are we so worried about this damn passing game? We're all right, and we've shown the capacity to do it before. I'm not worried about the passing game. I'm worried about winning, getting a W. That's all I'm worried about.
And it's pretty wild, Danny and Barrett. You look around the NFL, teams are running the ball more. Yeah. They're playing great defense.
All the teams, yep.
Josh Allen, he didn't have a great passing day.
No.
And Patrick Mahomes, he had under 200 yards passing. They
all three guys had 200 yards.
They are running the ball more. Now, Jaden Daniels is throwing it. And he's looking great. He is throwing it. So that is a concern. But I think that the Eagles' running attack, look, you're getting your explosive plays from the running game.
70-yard run, 60-yard run.
Barkley, I mean, nobody's ever done this. Home run hitter, like nobody's ever done this in a season. This many big play home run touchdowns. So they can get the explosive plays from Saquon.
And as the cold weather comes, teams do transition more to the run game. But definitely a point that the Eagles need to make sure that they take care of is taking care of the football and making sure they don't turn it over. And Hurts himself also suffered a knee injury, as John mentioned during the win. Quinyon Mitchell left the game with a shoulder injury. Let's have a listen to Nick Sirianni today with the latest in his quarterback and on his rookie corner.
Yeah, again, we'll have more information for you. Obviously, still going through the process of the day here. I know those guys will do everything they can do to be at their top part of their game on Sunday. And so I'm confident in our training staff. I'm confident in those guys. We'll see how that goes as the week goes on.
Hey, both guys banged up. So, John, what are you hearing about Hurts and Quinyon?
Well, I mean, I think that's a positive from Nick Sirianni, because he was talking about them being at the top of their game.
Right.
So that would mean they're playing in a game. So, I mean, I think they're both going to play in the NFC title game. And Jalen Hurts, I imagine he would have had an MRI today. We don't know the results of that. He had a sleeve. I think it was more of a sleeve than a brace on his knee. And here's the interesting thing. I go back to Donovan McNabb in that game where he broke his leg. And you saw him stand there in the pocket, boom, get it out quick, get the ball down the field. He had a great day passing. I wonder if, boom, you get a first read, get the ball out quick. If maybe Jalen does have an issue with his knee, get that ball out quick, and maybe that'll help him in the passing game. What do you think?
I mean, it could work, but, I mean,
if he's not taking off and running.
Right. If he's not taking off and running.
Handoff.
That's right.
Yeah.
Handoff.
Yeah. Just hand it off to Saquon. I mean,
the best
but
move.
I understand what you're saying. I mean, I pray and hope that Jalen is going to be okay going into this game, and I think he will be regardless. He's going to make it happen. Well, we can just hand it off to Saquon all day.
All right, more with Barrett Brooks coming up. John, we appreciate you sitting on the couch with us here.
Thanks,
Much
Danny.
love, as always.
Love the Temple tea right